good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Oh, nice move. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. That'll bring up second down. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He's got time. Toward the sideline, that's hauled in by Marshall. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio. On fourth down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him.
He's got daylight. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And here's Colton Schmidt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will get it at their. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Over the middle here to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger finding time. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. And now out come the Steelers. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ladarius Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
Gone. Sayonara. Oh, halfback screen. See if we can get it.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's
Got
in.
that shit.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Can't stop him.
A great effort there.
Can't stop him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A look at
Here
the
we go.
offense now here, coming back out on the
Here we
road
go.
for their first possession of the second half. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys.
They're probably going to have me run it a lot.
For some change-ups, we're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long. But maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
18 yards there and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there.
7 carries for 141 yards.
End of the half and into the game situations about how much time
tearing up
on
the
board
Browns.
and, you know, what you need to do. Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds.
Come on.
It burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really.
I couldn't get off my own dude. They played me. They played me.
Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense to.
How you gonna play me like that?
But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays, even when the other guy's having success against you.
Man open left side is Brown. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards.
Can't
that
stop
time.
him.
It produces a new set of downs.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to
Touchdown.
take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Killing the Browns. Don't help that my overall's 95.
Here's Colton Schmidt now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful.
Come on. About to run this shit back.
He'll field this at the 5. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. A little 360. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
I broke his ankles. Broke his ankles.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back.
Broke his ankles. I'm gone. See you later.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 52 yards. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability.
They can't stop me. It ain't my fault.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll go on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Halfback screen.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a
Last
second
time we got a
down as they
touchdown.
look to salt this one away. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Whoosh. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we get that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing, too.
Oh, she's at least
on like the 5th tune at this point.
she left scales with.
Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Hell yeah, she's on the 5th note left a long time ago. 63-10.
And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line.
I wasn't thinking. I wasn't paying attention.
Now, they get ready to
I was looking at my phone.
They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. This will be caught by Brown, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Charles, you think Big Ben is happy to have Antonio Brown on the other side of his passes?
You know he is, but he also expects it. This is how their offense runs best. When those two get together, especially early, and continue to do it throughout the game, the end result is the one that we're seeing right now. They're ahead on the board.
It has been early and often, and now they're in the hurry-up.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule, trying to get 4 downs on first down, they did that plus 3. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute goal.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a home.
many rushing yards was there? 276. Bow, chicka, wow, wow.